Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, February 19th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to Catex TV. Northwest Australia is being threatened by two very strong hurricanes. One is a Category 5 and the other is a Category 4. Queensland and Northern Territory residents have been warned to prepare for the worst. The Bureau of Meteorology has upgraded its forecast for Tropical Cyclone Marcia, which it now predicts will be a Category 5 when it crosses the Queensland coast early tomorrow morning. This will be the strongest storm to hit the state since 2013. Meanwhile, a second cyclone, Cyclone Lam, LAM, has been upgraded to Category 4 as hundreds of residents in the Northern Territory have been moved to safety in the city of Darwin. The Australian Weather Bureau is saying that Marcia has a very destructive core with gusts of up to 300 kilometers an hour. That's about 180 miles per hour. That's going to cause some damage if it hits any inhabited areas. Yesterday afternoon, there was an explosion and fire that ripped through a gasoline processing unit at an Exxon refinery in Torrance, California, in the Los Angeles suburbs. Slightly injured 4 workers. The fire was put out. Apparently it began in a electrostatic precipitator, which reduces fuel for the catalytic cracker particulates. The refinery is likely going to be out at least through the month of April. Exxon had been planning to overhaul the 100,000 barrel a day gasoline producing refinery at some point this year, but now they have no choice. Gas prices on the spot market in California rose about 12 cents already, closing at about $2.01 a gallon. A spokesperson for the Oil Price Information Service said, "I think the market is telling you that they expect that the unit will be down through April." He said that if the refinery remains out of service for that long, retail gas prices in California could increase from about $2.80 a gallon up to $3.25 a gallon. That's a pretty big jump. According to Aon Benfield, global reinsurance capital has now reached a record of $575 billion. That includes more than $60 billion of deployed alternative capital. The reinsurance broker said that reinsurance capital last year went up by about $35 billion, or more than 6%. Swiss Re has reported that fourth quarter profits fell to just $245 million compared to $1.2 billion for the same period last year. This is as a result of a restructuring of pre-2004 life insurance business, as well as the unwinding of an asset structure related to a longevity transaction tool. The main fact here, according to Swiss Re, is that what they've been doing is they have non-renewed a portion of their January renewal book, representing a decline of about 4% in premium coming in. Swiss Re said that these actions reflect, quote, active steering of the quality of the portfolio and where necessary an exit from unprofitable business. So in other words, Swiss Re is declining to put out reinsurance if they don't see enough profit there. Perils, P-E-R-I-L-S, the European Windstorm Monitoring Service estimates that the 2 windstorms that struck Western and Northern Europe in quick succession from the 8th to the 11th of January will cost the insurance industry about $380 million. The agency is tracking losses from the Elon-Felix storm on a combined basis, saying that it would be difficult to allocate claims for each of the 2 respective storm systems. 2 patients have died as a result of an antibiotic-resistant and potentially deadly superbug at the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles. A total of 179 other patients may be infected. They were exposed to a superbug called CRE during endoscopic procedures between October and January. Similar outbreaks of CRE have been reported around the nation. They're difficult to treat because they are resistant to most known antibiotics. UCLA said yesterday that the infections had been transmitted through 2 endoscopes used during the diagnosis. Presumably they will have thrown those 2 out. Germany has rejected Greece's request for an extension of its aid program, saying its offer doesn't meet the Euro region's condition for continuing aid. The Greek government is trying to get an agreement on bridge financing without meeting the conditions of its existing rescue program, the German finance minister said in an emailed statement. Meanwhile, just moments earlier, the European Commission spokesperson said that the Greek offer could be the basis for a reasonable compromise. So there is a discussion now brewing. The discussions continue in Brussels. The Germans have articulated their position now very publicly that they are not willing to compromise 1 inch. Meanwhile, the European Commission is intent upon Greece staying within the Eurozone and not having it leave, which the Greeks indicate they are prepared to do if they cannot get the bridging loan they're looking for. So this will be a very interesting discussion going on, and as usual, more pressure will be brought to bear on the Germans, who have footed the lion's share of the rescue package. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.